Hello my beautiful people, how are you? Welcome back to another video. It is that time once again for me to share with you some more of my personal favorites that I've come across in my health and fitness journey. And one of the items that I have planned on talking about today is something called a Squatty Potty. What? I know what you might be thinking, sounds super weird, but we'll get to it, don't you worry. And I have done some of these favorite type videos here on my channel in the past. I've done one in April and in June. This is what those thumbnails look like here on the side if you did miss them. As always, I will leave those past favorite videos linked down below in the description if you do want to check them out. But for now, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. So I'll start off with my two absolute favorite baking mixes, and I don't know about you guys, feel free to let me know in the comment section, but I personally like both pancakes and waffles. I don't like one over the other, and it's because whatever it is that I'm craving, I will use a certain baking mix for waffles and a certain baking mix for my pancakes. So I have both of those mixes that I want to show you for today. I'll talk about the waffle mix first, and then I'll show you the pancake mix after. If you've also been following me on my Instagram, you will know that I talk about this brand all the time. It's called Simple Mills, and this is their pancake and waffle almond flour mix. The reason why I like it so much is because it is made up of much better ingredients, and I know that I probably sound like a broken record because I'm always talking about the ingredients, but it's because the ingredients are so important, you guys. A lot of us only look at the calories or the macros of something, and we forget to look at the ingredient label, which is so important. I look at the ingredient label all the time, and it's something that I talk about a lot here on my channel. So the other thing about these is that they are also going to be dairy, gluten, grain, and soy free. So that is the one that I use for my waffles. And I thought I would also talk about some more of their baking mixes. This is their chocolate muffin and cake almond flour mix, and I use this one all the time as well. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you will know that I made donuts with these. So last month was my birthday, and I made healthier donuts with this mix, and they came out so good. For the 4th of July, I also made 4th of July kebabs with this. And then Simple Mills just recently came out a couple months ago with a brownie mix. And oh my gosh, you guys, if you see that at the grocery store, get like 10 boxes because it is so good. And then one last thing that I will talk about with Simple Mills before I show you some of their other items that they have is this pumpkin muffin and bread almond flour mix. You know, since the holidays are coming up, I thought I would show you guys. So for the rest of the products that they have, I did go out to the grocery store and I'll show you what they all include. They have that brownie mix that I just mentioned, pizza dough if you want to make a healthier pizza, pancake and waffle, banana muffin and bread, pumpkin muffin and bread, chocolate muffin and cake, my absolute favorite, vanilla cupcake and cake, chocolate chip cookies, which I've heard really good things. I have personally never tried it though, and the artisan bread mix. They do have organic vanilla frosting and organic chocolate frosting. Other products that they have are crunchy and soft baked cookies. So on the crunchy, they have toasted pecan, double chocolate, which is my absolute favorite, chocolate chip. They also have a cinnamon, but I don't see it up here. Soft baked, they have chocolate chip, snickerdoodle, dark chocolate toasted coconut, my favorite, and a peanut butter. Finally, they have crackers. They have some in jalapeno, garlic and herb, fine ground sea salt, which I like using for soups, sun-dried tomato basil, farmhouse cheddar, rosemary and sea salt, another one that I use for soups, original everything, and over on the end there they have farmhouse cheddar and fine ground sea salt in snack packs. So as you just saw, Simple Mills definitely carries quite a bit of goodies. If any of you have tried them before, let me know down in the comments what it is that you tried out. But moving on to the mix that I use whenever it is that I'm making pancakes. That is going to be the Birch Benders, and I love getting their paleo flavors. So they have a total of 3 paleo flavors. This is their original, and they're going to be dairy, gluten, grain free. All you have to do is just add water to these, so it makes it super simple. They have a banana paleo, which I also really like. I don't have that up here with me, so I'll put a picture of that and what it looks like here on the side. And then during the holiday season, so these are out, you guys, they have a pumpkin spice paleo, which I also really enjoy. If you're wondering where it is that I buy all these healthy grocery items, check out my healthy grocery haul and savings videos, because there I go to all the grocery stores that I shop at and I show you where it is that I buy these healthy grocery items at. Moving on to the second favorite, this one is going to include more natural makeup. So just like I pay attention to the ingredients that are in the food that I eat, I'm also mindful as to the products that I'm putting onto my skin, because there is a lot of nasty ingredients that are found in your makeup and your personal care items. Now, I haven't fully transitioned everything in my makeup to more natural. I'm still working on that, but I have found a foundation, a bronzer, and a blush that I absolutely love. And I also talked about this brand in my last video. It was the Pack With Me video, where I shared with you the more natural personal care items and the healthy snacks that I take with me whenever it is that I travel. So if you want to check that video out, I will also leave it linked down below. So the brand is called Alima Pure, and all of these are going to be powder foundations. I never pictured myself wearing powder foundation, but liquid foundation just, I didn't like the way that it looked on me. It looked caked on, and I really like the way that this one looks on me. It looks more natural, and I've been using it for about 7 to 8-ish months now. So the satin matte foundation that I have is in the beige one, and I'll show you what it looks like inside. The bronzer that I have is in the Maracabio color, and this is what it looks like. And then finally, the blush is the Satin Matte Blush in Apple Blossom. And I don't know if the colors really picked up very well, so I also went ahead and kind of put the colors here on a blank piece of paper. So I have the foundation in the beige one, the bronzer in the Maracabio, and then the Apple Blossom blush here on this side. These next couple of favorites kind of go hand in hand with each other, you guys, but I really wanted to talk about them because they are on the more natural side. And during the holiday season, or during this time frame in general, there's a lot of people who start to get sick. So if I feel like I'm starting to get sick, this is exactly what I do. I will go out to my local grocery store and I will buy my favorite teas. So this is the Traditional Medicinals Organic Echinacea Plus. Echinacea is really good for fighting off infections. And then when I start to feel sick, I know that I'm starting to feel sick because I will wake up with a slightly sore throat. So I also like getting the Traditional Medicinals Organic Throat Coat, and this is their lemon echinacea flavor. The other thing that I also like doing is have essential oils going throughout the house. Now, I don't know too much about essential oils, and there isn't a specific brand that I recommend, but I do know that these two have helped me out whenever I start to feel sick or when I am actually sick. The first one is the lemongrass, and if you can't really see what it looks like, I will put a picture here on the side, but lemongrass kills harmful bacteria and it relieves muscle pain and aches. So that's the first essential oil, and the second essential oil that I like to have going on throughout my house is this one in eucalyptus. So eucalyptus improves respiratory issues and it clears out cough and heavy congestion. And the last thing that I like to do whenever it is that I feel like I'm starting to get sick is to drink coconut water. And I've actually started to drink this coconut water even when I'm not starting to feel sick. That is how obsessed I'm with it. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know what coconut water it is that I am talking about. But before, when I used to get sick, I used to buy a different coconut water. And that coconut water just had a weird aftertaste to it. It almost kind of tasted like metal. I was not a huge fan of it, but I like drinking coconut water because it is hydrating. It does replenish your electrolytes, which is awesome when you are feeling sick. So ever since I have discovered this new brand, this is the one that I will be stocking up on. This is the Harmless Harvest coconut water, and if you have tried it, you know what's up. It is so good. I have a little bit poured here in a glass because I was actually a little weirded out by the color. I thought, I have never seen pink coconut water before, and it does say on their packaging, coconut water contains varying levels of antioxidants that can turn the water pink. The variation is natural and is just as delicious as the clear bottles, so we embrace it. All right, fam, now that we have all that food and all that goodness out of the way, are you ready for me to talk about the Squatty Potty? Because I know this topic might be a little weird. Not a lot of us talk about our poo with other people, but I think it's something that we should start talking about because everyone should be going to the bathroom every single day. And if you're not, you're essentially keeping all those toxins in your body. I remember when I used to be on birth control, and oh my gosh, I was constipated all the time. And it's because it was wreaking havoc in my gut health. And I was just estrogen dominant because of this birth control, and I wasn't properly eliminating. But that's another topic for another day. Thank God I'm off birth control. When I started to pay attention to ingredients and I wanted to go about things in a much more holistic way, I started listening to a podcast called The Model Health Show. And in that podcast, there was an episode about the Squatty Potty. So that is how I found out about it. Ever since then, I told my boyfriend about the podcast and he listened to that episode and he said, I'm gonna order a Squatty Potty for us. So now we have a Squatty Potty. We've had it for a long time now. I can't even remember when we last got it. So I will not be demonstrating how it is that you should be using this. But this is what it looks like. Your toilet goes here, and then one foot goes here, and the other foot goes here. So essentially, let me go ahead and put this down. Essentially what is happening is you are elevating your feet at an angle so that you are able to eliminate easier. If you think about the toilet now, which is a modern invention, your feet are not elevated. So that is making it harder for you to go to the bathroom properly. If you think about it, before there were no toilets, so people would squat when they would go to the bathroom. If you look at little kids, when they are wanting to go to the bathroom and they have a diaper on, they are squatting because that's how our body is naturally designed to eliminate. Since I'm not going to be demonstrating it, I will go on their website where they kind of show you a little bit about the Squatty Potty just so that you can get a better idea of what it is that I'm talking about and why it's easier for you and it's better for you to use the Squatty Potty whenever it is you are trying to use the bathroom. Okay, if you go on the website for the Squatty Potty and you scroll all the way down here, here is a visual of what it looks like with and without the Squatty Potty. So when you sit in a toilet, your body is at this angle, 90-degree angle. When you have the Squatty Potty, you are elevating your feet so that it is easier for you to eliminate. And the reason for that is because when you sit down, there is this muscle in the pelvic floor called the puborectalis muscle. And when you are sitting down, it is only partially relaxed. So you are not able to fully and properly eliminate. But with the Squatty Potty, it raises your feet and the puborectalis muscle is able to fully relax so that you are able to fully eliminate and it's easier for you to eliminate. So which one of you out there is going to go and get a Squatty Potty? Because I totally think you should. I will leave that specific episode that I listened to where they talk about the Squatty Potty linked down below in the description. If you did enjoy this video, please be sure to give it a like. I will also put my last monthly favorites video here on the side along with another video you might be interested in. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next Thursday. Bye guys.